Hey guys, this is Dwarf Fortress tutorial number 5, and in today's video I want to talk about dining rooms and food storages and beds and other things like that, other dwarf essentials. So, as you can see, I did some more mining since the last video, particularly here, which will be the food storage, and here, which will be the dining room. So, for the dining room, basically you just need to you need to dig out a room, have a door here to cut off, from the rest of the fort, and then place a table. And you'll see here if you press Q, that's what I'm using, Q, to interact with doors and the table. If you press R, you can make it a dining room. So you press R, and then these little blue squares pop up. This denotes the area of your dining room, and you can increase or decrease this area by using the plus and minus keys, just like you would anything else. And if you have a door here, like if I didn't have a door, these blue X's would spill out into the food room. But since there is a door here, the game knows to cut it off, so doors are fucking useful. Use them. Now that it's taking up the entire room, you press enter. Now you have some options here. If you press F for free table, it means the table is free to be used by anybody. Like, there's no room here, but we do want a room, so we want to do that. You can also assign tables for individual dwarves. Only dwarven nobles need assigned tables, but we'll worry about that when we actually have nobles. So for now, just keep it like this, and you want to press H and make it a meeting hall. Meeting hall means that any stray animals that aren't busy, like these dogs or these cats, or there's no cats, I'm sorry, any dogs. Cats will wander the fort, but like dogs and those oxes, they'll come down here, and they'll hang out in this dining room, instead of wandering around outside to potentially be killed by something. Also, dwarves who are idle, if you look in the top right up here, it says idlers, 0. That's good. That means my dwarves are working at maximum efficiency. No one's not doing anything. Everyone's busy. But if they are idle, usually they'll hang out and they'll idle in the dining room. And obviously dwarves eat here too. And if you want to eat, you need chairs. You need a place to sit. I think my chairs are still being built right now. Press Q and hover over the mason. Yes, they're still being built. So we'll wait for that. And now, I guess I'll explain to you guys food storage. It's exactly like I explained last video with stockpiles. So, in the hotkey menu, press P, and you can do food stockpiles. Now, if you do a food stockpile, the game automatically defaults it to beverage and food. But I like to keep them separated so I have a better idea of what I need to make and what I don't need to make. Like, if the stockpiles are all together, it's really hard to tell how much food and drink you have. But if they're separate, it's easy to tell if you need to brew more beer or make more food. So, just for now, that's too big. I'll have that be like a drink, and I'll just have I'll have this one be food for now. So then, once you have these stockpiles created, press Q and go to settings, just like I showed you guys with the garbage one, and go down to food. And head on down to drink, and just do forbid drinks. Now I know drinks will be here. And for the drink stockpile, same thing, hover over with S, and just do forbid all, just press B, and then just enable drinks. And now you'll see any dwarves who aren't doing anything will start to drag all the food over. You've discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. That is bad. This is bad news. Alright. Fuck me. These are huge, and they're dangerous. They're extremely fucking dangerous. They're basically huge expanses deep underground, and there's like forests down here and all kinds of awful shit. And there's like, oh yeah, here we go. This is not good. Now, see, now that I've uncovered this huge shitstorm at the bottom of my fort. Actually, I don't even know where it is. Here's my staircase, kitchen, other stuff. Alright, so I need to stop mining right away. I need to stop this. This is not good. Okay. So anyways, I uncovered this huge shitstorm now. You can see these are all pits, with little downward slopes, so I can, check out the land. There's giant cave spiders. So, alright, so there's huge spiders down here. Fuck that. Now, if you press U, you'll see that now that we've uncovered this huge shitstorm, there's a lot of hostile creatures down here. Like, well, giant cave spiders and hostile, but it's still fucking frightening. I don't want cave spiders messing with my shit. But there are hostels. Cave swallow woman blowgunner. Cave swallow man spearman. So it looks to me like there's a whole colony of these swallow people down here. And they have a bunch of lobsters and fish that they're hoarding. And some other thing. Toad, giant, tripe. Alright, this is all food. God damn it. He's a feathered man with wings and a head of a bird. He's gigantic. His skin is cinnamon. Alright, so I need to, basically now, I'm in, oh god, I'm in a world of trouble. So right now, basically what this looks like in the game is I have an up-down staircase right here, and the downward part is just over a big cliff. Right? I'm surprised my dwarves didn't fall and die, actually. This has happened before. So right now, this is all open. And now that we've uncovered this shitstorm, these winged bird people could potentially just fly up and just fly right up the central staircase and just ruin my day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a floor, like right now. So I go to B, and I believe it's capital F. Nope. Hold on, let me find this. Alright, so you're at B, and then you press capital C, and you want to press F for floor. Oh, why is this blocked? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, let's just get our dwarves out of here. Alright. B, C, F. Why? Why is this blocked? Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. I can build it here. So, I don't know why I can't build a floor on this single tile. But I can build 3 of them right here. So, just like I said before, with other things, press U 3 times, and you'll see that... Oh, what the fuck? Alright, there's 2 green triangles here. That means I can build here. So press Enter, and just build it with... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They can't break floors, I hope. 2 logs, and then another floor. Great. So now, hopefully my... Oh, but these require carpentry? Alright, good. So hopefully the carpenter gets his ass down there right away. And takes care of this fucking mess that I've got myself into. This sucks. In the meantime, let's keep an eye on those swallow people. It looks like they're pretty tame. They're perfectly content sitting down here eating their crabs and lobsters. So I think we're gonna be okay. There's also a river down here. And these places, more shit like spawns down there as well. Like, it's not just like, oh, there's a bunch of cave people. That people like, you know, other horrible shit spawns down there. Like monsters, and we'll get to that. Hopefully not soon, but at one point it's inevitable. Alright, good. So the floor is almost done. As you can see, these 2 are finished. And this one is still left. Oh yeah, so right here, my stockpiles are working as planned. The dwarves are coming down, they're separating the food, so we have a fish barrel that's got turtles, that's the food stockpile. We have the ale barrel and all these other things, because it's the alcohol stockpile. Now, I believe my chairs are done. No, alright, they're not. Great. My chairs are not done yet. But I should probably start to think about building some beds. Like bedrooms, because my dwarves are going to be pissed off. They're going to be pissed off if I don't start to make some beds. Because they have nowhere to sleep. They're going to be miserable. What is this guy, stuck? Oh, fuck me. Alright, this guy is stuck. Alright, if your dwarves are stuck... See, so this is what happened, right? This dwarf built... There was an up-down staircase here. Wait, what? Alright, so there was an up-down staircase here, but there's no upward staircase. There's just floor. So this dwarf is stuck. He is fucked right now. No one's gonna help him. So I need to do B, C, and upward stair. As a construction present. Okay. Fuck. Alright, I can remove this, actually. So B, D, if you do D, B, N. Oh, my mouse is spazzing out. That's not a B, C, N. No. Hold on, let's sort out this problem. So you press D and then N to remove construction. See how the floors are blinking? That means you can remove it. So, deconstruct that bit of floor, and when the dwarf wakes up, he'll deconstruct it and a piece of material will appear. And I can use that material to build a staircase and get the fuck out of here. So that's how I'll save that dwarf. Next, I'll wait until the chairs are done and the beds are done being made, and I will show you guys how I create a bedroom before I end the video. Alright guys, my dwarves are finished building some chairs, and they started digging out the bed areas. Now, so basically for the dining room, you press, once you have your tables, you do B for buildings, then C for chair or throne, and you do it adjacent to the table. So just like that, enter, enter, then they're going to move a chair. Now, once you have a dining hall made and it's a meeting hall, you don't have to do anything with the chairs. The chairs just allow the dwarf to actually sit down and eat. And honestly, that's all a dining room is. What the hell is this blue thing? A shrub. Alright, that's cool. So, basically, just fill this room up with tables and chairs. And I usually leave a space like you have chair, or table, chair. I'll remove these rocks, table, chair. Because you can't build a building like a table or a chair on top of stones, which I will now explain to you because we need to build bedrooms. So, if there is an item in the way, such as magnetite, basically the room scheme will go like this. You do B for bed, put a bed. Now this is how I like to do my rooms. They give them really little quarters because they don't really need big beds, they just need places to sleep. So, a bed there, and I usually put a door right here. But you can place a door here, but when it comes time to place a door here, the dwarves won't do it because there's an item in the way. So what you do is, you press I to create a zone. Now see, I dug out a little space right here. This is going to be a dump. A dump is where, if you designate an item to be dumped, the dwarves will take the items and they'll put it in this one block. And they stack, so it's really easy. So you press enter, enter, and it's an activity zone, and you just highlight over it, and you do G for dump. Now, to actually designate things to be dumped, you do D, B, D. Ready? So D, B, D. Perfect. Enter, and it'll turn purple when it needs to be dumped. And you need to dump things in the front and the things in the back for the beds. And your dwarves will start going to work. They'll come down here and they'll take them away and they'll put them right here and they'll all stack up easy. And now we wait for the beds to be placed and the doors to be placed. Alright guys, the dwarves have finished dumping the items, and they've finished placing most of the beds and doors, so now I will show you how to assign them. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. You can have individual rooms for your dwarves like I do, or you can also build like big bunk houses and place a bunch of beds there and make them open to everybody, but dwarves are generally happier if you have them, if you give them individual rooms. It's just an extra happy thing for dwarves to have. So anyways, you press Q, and you highlight the bed. And similar to the table, making it a dining room, you press R and make it a bedroom. And you size it, this is the fine size. You press enter, and then, so if you press D and make it a dormitory, it means anyone can live here. That's what I was talking about before, where you just put in a bunch of beds, make a big room, and make it a dorm. You can also do that for a barracks, but I'll explain that when we actually have enough dwarves to have a military. So, you want to assign this bed to a specific dwarf. So you press A, and then you can choose using the plus and minus keys. So I'll give it to Morgan Freeman. Likewise, make this a room, give it to Samuel L. Jackson, make this a room, give it to Cousin Skeeter. This is a room, give it to Mr. T. And see how if I don't have a door, it spills out into the hallway? That's what happens if you don't have a door. But that'll be corrected once they actually build some more doors. Wesley Snipes. And finally, Kel. So now they all have beds. They'll come down here and they'll sleep there. Great. Lastly, you'll see that my dwarves are farming a lot. They're doing their job. But you'll also see that now we've run out of food barrels, or empty barrels, and the food is just laying out here in the open. You don't want this. These, demon rats, see all these dead rats out here? These are lizards, they eat exposed food, and they can make it like, you know, they can eat them. So you really need barrels. If you see your stuff cluttering up like this, it means that you don't have enough barrels. So what I did was, I removed my shop from outside now that I have some space, because I dug out a little area here. I redid the furniture stockpile and deleted the old one, and I moved my shops down here to safety. And I have a bunch of wooden barrels queued up. And so when you have free barrels, they'll come, drag the barrel over, and they'll start putting all the food inside. So yeah, make sure you have enough barrels always. Make sure your bedrooms are, you know, up to speed with how many dwarves you have. And I think that's where I'll leave it off for this video. So now you guys should be able, you know, oh, see, they're already moving stuff to the barrels. So now you should have food production covered and food storage covered, and also sleeping quarters. In the next video, I think we'll focus on crafting and economics, because that's going to be important coming up. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh boy, I don't even want to talk about this. So yeah, keep practicing, and good luck, guys. Peace.